Hey guys, it's Scott with the No Budget Homestead. Today I got to thinking about a phone call I received from a friend of mine a little ways back, and we got to talking about finances and stuff because he's struggling, and I mean we all pretty much are, but he's really struggling with debt, and I've been blessed that as of January of 2015. The No Budget Homestead has been debt free. Granted, we don't own a home, we're actually renting, but our vehicles are paid off. We have no credit card debt, no student loan debt, nothing. And I just kind of wanted to touch on how important it is that you need to get out of debt. I know it's easier said than done. Been there. 5 years ago, I was almost $400,000 in debt. Now we're $0 in debt. We ain't got a whole lot in the bank, but it's nice to know that when you go and pay cash for everything, that you don't have that interest rate or those payments looming over you. When you go buy something, it's paid for, it's done. Enough said. Some of the ways that we got out of debt I want to share with you guys. One of the things that really helped me get out of debt was Dave Ramsey. His book, The Total Money Makeover. I haven't read it in a while, but I have read this book, and wow, this book, it's an amazing book. It will really help you get out of debt if you can follow the principles, which it's not very hard. He's got a baby step program, and everything from how to save up for your emergency fund, your beginning emergency fund, to how to save up for a house in college, how to pay off your debts in a way that you see immediate, quicker results. I won't say immediate results, but quicker results as you go through and pay off your debts. And also he shatters a lot of, he shatters a lot of myths about getting out of debt, like, debt's good. No, it's not. Also he touches on, and something that I totally agree with, is we got to remember in the Bible, the Lord had nothing good to say about debt. He's never ever said, well, this debt's good. No debt is good. Because the borrower is a slave to the lender. So, but that's my little 2 cents on Dave Ramsey. Definitely check out his website at daveramsey.com. It's helped me so much. If it wasn't for him, we'd probably still be in debt. The other thing is cutting your expenses. Now, over the last couple of years, I've been doing what I can to cut expenses. Because my goal is to get to a point where we can live on a lot less than I make. And that's going to be real nice, the older you get and everything. It'll leave more options open to me later on in my job. If I decide to retire early, I ain't got to worry about having all this massive debt or whatever holding me down where I have to work to pay the bills. So what I've done, some of the things I've done to cut costs is I am, I guess you could say, the electricity police in the household. I have followed other members of the household around, turning off lights. I have, made sure that I only turn a light on if I absolutely need it, and if I don't need it, I don't turn it on. The same with our heating system. We have a heat pump system, and what I do is I leave that thing off unless it's really cold in the house, because you can always put more on and stay warm. And we have little space heaters here and there that doesn't use as much electricity as the whole house heat pump and things like that. Of course, in the winter, summertime, we leave the windows open, ceiling fans running and everything. Even in the wintertime, we leave the ceiling fans running, but I believe we flip the switch clockwise so it circulates the warm air better. Other things I've done to save electricity is I've gotten rid of cable television. Gone. We don't have dish, we don't have DirecTV or any of that mess. We have an internet connection, which I have to pay for, but my work pays for that due to me being on call. So basically we have no cable television expenses. We've cut down on the electricity. I'm kind of a water Nazi too, for lack of a better term, because I make sure that, you don't take those really long showers. You don't need to. So cut the showers where you can. Other things I've done is work provides me with a cell phone, so I don't need that. But there's also something called Google Voice, which a lot of guys and gals at work use, and that's always an option too. Let's see what else. I go to a lot of the thrift shops, and whenever we're out and about on the weekends, if they're open, I stop by and see if I can find a pair of jeans or shorts or shirt or whatever for me or my son. And a lot of times you find name brand stuff, Levi's, Wrangler for jeans, because we're a jeans wearing family. And you find a lot of the books. This book here was at a thrift shop for $2. $2. And it was in the shrink wrap. So it's a pretty good bargain. I found a lot of good books at the different thrift shops. I search for other items I can use around here on the homestead. So you got to do what you can to save money. Make all my son's school lunches, so I ain't got to send $2.50, $3 every day to school for him to eat lunch. That can get expensive. I bring my own lunches to work, so I eat a lot of soups. But let's see, what else have we done? Only drive when you need to. Let's see. I change my own oil and do all the preventative maintenance that I can on my vehicle myself, so I can save money doing that. So there's many different ways you can save money. So right now, I can honestly say I believe we're pretty much break even, where I don't spend more than I make, but I don't have more than my expenses are. But I'm hoping to get that cut down even more once we get the chickens and start getting my garden going and everything this coming spring. Hopefully we'll save a lot more money on food. And I also try to barter wherever I can. I find out if somebody needs something, if I got it, then I may trade them for something that I need, which has helped out before. I've done that with several items that I needed. So there's many different ways. Checking Craigslist, selling stuff on eBay to generate some additional income. Let's see. Just cutting expenses wherever you can. And you guys know your situation better than anyone, so sit down and look at, do we really need that? My son's wanted a TV in his room. He ain't getting one unless he gets a job and he earns some money for it. We have one TV in our house, and a lot of times I like to leave that off because it is a time vampire. It just sucks away the time. You're watching TV, next thing, whoa, it's a couple hours later and you realize you wasted part of the day. So I hope this helps someone out there. If you guys have any questions or comments, I didn't go in depth on any particular thing. Oh, the only other thing I would recommend is do a budget, a zero-based budget, which also Dave Ramsey talks about also. And I've been doing it, and sometimes you get a little lazy, but I've been doing my best to stay on top of it. And then you can actually see where your money's going. You know where your money's going. So again, if anybody has any questions, comments, or whatever, why don't you guys go ahead and put down in the comment section some neat ideas that you use to save some money, and maybe it'll help me and my family too. Okay? Well, thank you again for coming along here on the No Budget Homestead. I'm Scott. You guys have a simply unbelievable day, and God bless you.